Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well, and today we're gonna talk about 5 things that I love and hate about Wolfie. First of all, I really love the fact that it's not M-Tech and it's just pre-facelift front bumper. I believe this makes the car more unique, especially with this open lip that me and Nikita installed earlier, and the fact that the car has 2 tones, like the black at the bottom and gray on the top. I believe it makes the car more interesting, unique, and different from every other BMW that you can see in Cyprus. And the first thing I hate about my car is my left door. You cannot open the front left door from outside. For that, you have to open the back side of the car. Open it from here, and that's how I open the front left door of the car. Another thing that I really love about my car is the fact that it's stripped and the chassis is really light. From the factory, this car, which is 320i with the M50B20 TU motor and minimum of additional features, was recorded as 1,180 kilograms. Since then, we stripped out the interior from all the sound deadening, the back seats, the trunk area. Another thing that makes this car so light is that it's a 4-door. 4 doors are generally a lot lighter than the 2-door e36s. I don't know why, most probably it's because the doors can be pushed in easily because they're so thin. But in any case, 4 doors e36s and e46s are actually lighter than coupes. While we're on the interior topic, I really hate my radio. Like, all the buttons are not working. Was a speaker here, as you can see, it's ripped. There's another speaker hidden down there, doesn't work. That speaker down here doesn't work either, and these wires, as you can see, are for the speakers above. This one and this one. And the only speaker that works is one where the driver's side is. It wasn't working properly since the day I bought it. Right now there's no music at all, which makes driving on highways boring, but I'm thinking I'm gonna change that soon. I found one radio from a friend of mine, which we're gonna just take out and hopefully put it in the Wolfie. So I'm gonna have at least the music from one speaker. Another thing in my BMW that I really love is my engine. As you can see, it's a straight 6 and it's only 2 liters and making only 150 horsepower. But I'd say I really love the fact that it has so little power. When I drive this car, I feel like there's not a lot of power below. There's only power on the top of the RPM range, which also helps with the vanos. Because after 4,000 RPM, you can feel the car starts pulling a lot harder and it changes the characteristics of the car completely. But on the low RPMs, it's kind of dead, which actually forces you and makes you want to rev higher, which makes it even more engaging to drive in a city. And on the track, I was always full throttle and I felt that I gave it all, which brings a lot to miles per gallon factor. And honestly, I would want to put 2.5 engine or 2.8, maybe 3.0 build. But at the same time, it doesn't disappoint me that my car has only 150 horsepower and I'm still having a blast driving it. Another thing that bothers me is my interior. As you can see, the interior is ripped, the seats are in terrible condition. The passenger seat is much better than the driver's seat, but still not huge difference. Plus, all the door cards are dirty, they have black grease, I don't know what it is. I tried to clean it with wipes, but it didn't help, so I'm not bothered yet until I'm gonna buy some tissues, which I'm gonna restitch the door cards to make them look more interesting and not just the gray color. But the stitching part is gonna be in the next videos, so we have a lot of plans to do to this car. Make sure you follow and click notification bell to not miss a video. Another thing that I really love about my car is the fact that it has 318 differential, which is also welded. Why I like it is the fact that it's welded makes you relax on the drift days and not worry that one wheel will spin, and if it will spin or not spin, you don't worry about that. You always know that the car's spinning 2 wheels and you always know what's gonna happen next. But at the same time, I really love this differential because it's very short. Yes, I'm going 120 km an hour on a highway with 4,500 RPM. But this differential makes up for it when you drive on the city, because on the city you go up to 5 gears really quickly and it just makes more engagement while I drive. Furthermore, I really dislike my steering wheel. I dislike not the steering wheel itself, but I dislike the fact that you have to turn a lot in order to position the car. Let's say on the new cars you turn a little bit and the car is already going left, but on this car, if you turn that much, you're gonna slightly change the lane. It annoys and worries me that when I'm gonna go to the truck, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy driving. I'm just gonna focus on how to position hands and twist them while I'm driving. But I never tried to do the time attack on this car yet, so it's one of the things to look up for and maybe to find a solution. I heard that some people put 46 steering rocks, Z3 steering rocks, all of that, so maybe we'll put that in the Wolfie. The final thing for this car that I absolutely love is the fact that it's a 6-cylinder. I bought the 6-cylinder because it's gonna be easier to swap it for 2.5 motor, but at the same time you cannot deny that 6-cylinders sound awesome, and just enjoy it now. And it's nothing done to the exhaust. This car is completely factory. The only thing that done to it is I just removed the air filter and it opened up the engine a lot. Some people say that if you remove air filter you damage the engine, but some people say it's not that big of a deal and you can still drive the car without filter and still keep it reliable. Because we live in Cyprus, we have some dust happening, so during these times I'll just put the filter on and drive like a normal person. And on the rest of the time, I'll just enjoy the sound of my straight 6 M50 motor. Even though I really love my engine that I have in my Wolfie, but there's another issue, it leaks oil like crazy. When I bought it, I changed the valve cover gasket, but there's still a leak on the oil pan and the gearbox, which are expensive and difficult jobs to do, so I guess if we're ever gonna change the engine or try to rebuild something on the engine, or we have to take half of the things under the car, that's when I'm gonna fix this oil leak, because it doesn't bother me to put the oil, but it ruins my parking. Maybe while we're gonna be changing the steering ratio, we might fix the oil leak, but at the same time it doesn't bother me, it just destroys my parking, and that's pretty much it. Anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video and make sure you follow and... Hey guys, I hope you really... Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video, and as you can see, we have a lot of work to do to the car. So don't miss it out. Next week I think we're gonna be ready with the rims, because I already did 2 of the rims, which is a good progress, meaning that I have only another 2 rims to be done, and after that we can finally see the Wolfie in the new proper look. Not with these boring 16-inch rims on the car. Anyway guys, until next week.